Hello students. So we will start our next topic, speed and velocity. Okay. So we have learnt about distance and displacement, and we have measured some time with watch. Now we will start speed and velocity. So what does this mean basically? So speed means how fast a body is moving. Okay. This is the measurement by speed. And velocity, how fast a body is moving in a particular direction, that is denoted by velocity. So we'll study it one by one. So first one is speed. Speed is basically what? The time rate of change of distance. Okay. Time rate of change of distance. Okay, the formula is speed is denoted by u or v. Okay, so speed u equal to distance by time. Okay, so what will be the unit of speed? Distance means meter, time means second, so SI unit will be meter per second. Okay, meter per second. Okay, so speed is basically what? A scalar quantity. For that reason there is no direction, there is no arrow sign above its head. So speed is a scalar quantity. Okay, now we will see different kinds of speed. One is uniform speed, another one non-uniform or variable speed, third one instantaneous speed, fourth one average speed. Okay, so one by one. First one, uniform speed. Uniform speed means if the body moves equal distance in equal interval of time. Okay, so equal distance, this means moves equal distance in equal interval of time. Equal interval of time. Okay, uniform speed means the object moves equal distance in equal interval of time. Okay, then the body will have uniform speed. Okay, so now if we know uniform speed, what about its uniform speed? And if we know the time, okay, by which that body is moving, then we can easily find the distance covered by that object. So it will be distance equal to speed into time. Okay, so small numerical may come. Speed and time is given, find the distance. Okay, so this is the distance, and this formula is only applicable in uniform speed case. Second one, we give one example here. Give one example. Example is motion of an object in frictionless surface. Motion of an object in frictionless surface. Okay, this is an example. Second one is variable speed or non-uniform speed. Okay, I am erasing this one. Second one, variable. B, non-uniform or variable speed. That means what? That means unequal distance covered in equal interval of time. Okay, so the body or the object covers unequal distance in equal interval of time. Unequal distance in equal interval of time, then non-uniform or variable speed. Okay, here in this case we cannot use that formula to find distance, okay, because here at every moment at every moment the speed varies here. Okay, here in every moment the speed varies. For that reason we cannot use this formula. Okay, so look at example. Example is body moves under gravity. Okay, or another example, an object moves on the frictional surface. Okay, then the body will have variable speed, because frictional surface means its speed will change at every moment, or the motion of a car in a congested road. Okay, these are all variable examples of variable speed. Third one, instantaneous speed. See, instantaneous speed. Instantaneous speed. Instantaneous speed means what? Instantaneous means instant, at a particular instant. Okay, so when an object is moving with variable speed, okay, if its speed changes continuously with time, then at a particular instant, what will be the velocity at a particular instant? That is instantaneous velocity. So instantaneous speed means, so that is instantaneous speed. Okay, so instantaneous speed means instant, means at a particular time. Okay, so whenever an object is moving with variable speed, whose speed is changing with time continuously, okay, then at a particular instant the speed of that object is instantaneous speed. Okay, so for a body with variable speed, for a body with variable speed, the speed at a particular instant, the speed at a particular instant is known as instantaneous speed. Okay, instantaneous speed. Okay, so how will you find the instantaneous speed? That you will see when we will deal with graph. Okay, when we will deal with graphical representation of this motion, then we will see how to find instantaneous speed. Okay, okay. Next is average speed. This is very important. Average speed is very important for your exam. D, average speed. Average speed is what? Average speed, we will find the average speed by using one formula, that is total distance covered by the body by total time. Okay, so average speed means total distance covered by the body by total time taken. Okay, total distance covered by the body by total time taken. Using this formula we will find average speed. Okay, sometimes numerical come from this thing, average speed. Okay, so we will solve 1-2 problems. So we have done 4 things: uniform speed, non-uniform speed, third one instantaneous speed, and fourth one average speed. Okay, now I am telling a very important point related to uniform speed, instantaneous speed and average speed of a moving body. Okay, here if a body moves with uniform speed, then its instantaneous speed is equal to the average speed, and both of them are equal to the uniform speed. Okay, I am writing it here. So if a body moves with uniform speed, then what will happen? So if a body moves with uniform speed, then instantaneous speed is equal to the average speed, and both of them are equal to the uniform speed. So if the uniform speed of an object is 15 meter per second, then average speed will also be 15 meter per second. Instantaneous speed will also be 15 meter per second. Okay, understand this thing? Second one is velocity. Velocity means what? Velocity means the rate of change of displacement, or you can tell the rate of change of distance in a particular direction. Okay, so velocity means rate of change of displacement. Okay, or you can tell rate of change of distance in a particular time. Okay, that means in a particular direction. Okay, so in a particular direction or displacement, that means it is a vector quantity. So first point, it is a vector quantity. Okay, and it is denoted by v cap vector or u vector. Okay, its unit will be same, displacement, rate of change of displacement. So its formula will be displacement by time. Okay, and its unit will be meter per second. Okay, displacement is measured in meter. Okay, here also we will see the four type of velocity: uniform, non-uniform, instantaneous, and average. So I am erasing this part. So first one, A, uniform velocity. So uniform velocity means what? Uniform velocity means the body covers equal displacement in equal time, or the body covers equal distance in equal time in a particular direction. Okay, so here body covers equal distance in equal time in a particular direction. Okay, equal distance and equal time in a particular direction, because this is vector quantity. If any one thing, magnitude or direction, any one thing changes with time, that means it will not be uniform. Okay, so from this uniform velocity, if we know the value of uniform velocity and the time of motion, then we can find the displacement. Okay, so displacement will be velocity into time. That's almost same kind of formula. Uniform speed, it was distance equal to speed into time. Here displacement equal to uniform velocity into time. Okay, so this formula is only applicable when the object moves with uniform velocity. And example you can write motion of train, okay, at a particular speed in a particular direction. This thing you can tell, or you can tell motion of an object in a particular direction on a frictionless surface. Okay, so these are the examples. Next, non-uniform. This is very important here. Non-uniform, very important here. non-uniform velocity. Okay, non-uniform velocity, or we can tell variable velocity. So velocity is a vector quantity. So there are non-uniform means if magnitude changes with time, or if direction changes with time, okay, or both magnitude and direction changes with time. Okay, so if in equal time their displacement is unequal. Unequal means in like three cases. First one, if magnitude changes. Second one, if direction changes. And third one, if both magnitude and direction changes. Okay, so there are three cases. First one, magnitude changes. Second one, direction changes, magnitude changes, keeping direction same, and direction changes keeping magnitude same. Okay, third one, both magnitude and direction changes. Okay, if any of these three cases arise, okay, with a body, with a moving body, then we will tell the object will have non-uniform velocity. Okay, if any of these three cases arise with a moving body, okay, with time, then we can tell the body will have non-uniform velocity. Okay, so this is non-uniform velocity, and non-uniform velocity will get more example, lots of example. Okay, like one is, suppose here earth is rotating in a circular path, right? Here the sun is there, earth is rotating, this is earth is rotating in a circular path. So at any instant the tangent gives the direction of motion. At this point tangent gives the direction of motion. At this point tangent gives the direction of motion. At this point tangent gives the direction of motion. So at every point if we consider equal interval of time, then its direction changes. But earth moves with almost constant velocity. If we consider it a constant magnitude, then direction changes. Here second case, direction changes keeping magnitude same. Okay, another case, suppose wheel of a car is moving, its velocity is increasing. That means both magnitude and direction changes. Velocity increases and at the same time it takes a turn. Okay, its velocity increases or decreases, at the same time it takes a turn in a turning road. Then its magnitude and direction both changes. So in any one case we will get non-uniform velocity. Understand? Third case is instantaneous velocity. Instantaneous velocity means at a particular instant. Instantaneous velocity means at a particular instant. Velocity at a particular instant. Okay. Velocity at a particular instant. Okay. These things, instantaneous velocity, instantaneous speed, these things we will deal with more deep in class 11 again. Okay. And fourth one, average velocity. Average velocity. This is very, very important. Average velocity. This is very, very important. Average velocity means displacement by total time taken. Displacement by total time taken. Okay. And in average speed I written that. Average speed I wrote that total distance by total time interval. Okay, now look at here. In many cases we will get where distance though we will get, but displacement we will not get. Displacement is 0. Okay, distance is there, but displacement is 0. That difference we have already read. Okay, in that chapter, that for a moving body, their displacement distance is always there, but displacement may be 0. Okay, or displacement is negative. Then we will get average speed, but when displacement is 0, the average velocity will be 0. Okay, so we will see, we will do some numerical. Next, these are all thing. Next is difference between speed and velocity. Very important. This difference is also very important. Speed and velocity. So like the previous one, distance, displacement, you will get same kind of thing. Okay, speed, and another one is velocity. Okay, first one, the definition, it is the rate of change of distance. Okay, so rate of change of distance, and this one, rate of change of displacement, or you can tell rate of change of distance in a particular direction. Rate of change of displacement. Okay, rate of change of displacement. Second one is what? Second one, speed is scalar quantity. Scalar quantity. And here velocity is what? Vector quantity. Velocity is vector quantity. Okay. Third one, speed can never be negative because direction we do not consider here. So speed is always positive. It can never be negative. Here speed is a vector, so it can be positive or negative depending on the direction of motion. Okay, direction of motion. It depends on direction of motion. Fourth one is for a complete rotation, or after a complete rotation, speed, average speed, after a complete rotation, average speed cannot be 0. After a complete rotation, average speed cannot be 0. But fourth number here, after a complete rotation, average speed is 0. After a complete rotation, average speed is 0. Okay, so these are the differences. Next, come to 1 to small numerical. We will see how to use this theory. Okay, how to apply this theory in our daily life. So I am giving first problem. I am taking that an object, I have thrown an object, then that object will go up from its maximum height, it will again come down. Okay, so I have thrown an object from this ground, so it goes up, okay, to this height. So suppose this height is h I am taking, and then from this point it again come back to the ground. Okay, and in this process it takes time t, total time is t, from this point to this point, then again to the ground, total time is t. Okay, total time is t. Find average speed and second one average velocity. Okay, how to solve? First one, average speed. Average speed means what? What is the formula? Total distance by total time. Total distance means h up, h down. So total distance is 2h, and total time t. Okay, so this is the average speed given unit meter per second. Okay, meter per second. Here h may be 10 meter. Suppose the numerical is here 10 meter. Then h will be 10. T suppose 5 second. Then 2 into 10 by 5 in this way. And second one, average velocity. Average velocity. Now look at here. From this point to this point, initial point is this one. And it again come to the ground. Then final point is also ground. Initial point is ground, final point is also ground. So what is the displacement? Okay, no displacement, because both the points, initial and final point, both are on the ground. So no displacement, displacement is 0. So displacement by total time, so 0. So average velocity is 0. Okay, this is one problem. Second problem. Suppose a car moves for 30 minutes with 30 kilometer per hour. Okay, and 40 minutes with 40 kilometer per hour. Okay, so question number 2. Suppose a car moves 30 minutes with 30 kilometer per hour, and next 40 minutes with 40 kilometer per hour. Okay, we have to find, question number 1, average speed. Okay, here nothing is given, that whether it is moving in a straight path or curved path, nothing is written, so we will consider this is a straight path. This is a straight path, means average speed and average velocity will be same. Okay, because it is moving in a straight path. Okay, the distance and displacement both will be same. If an object moves in a straight path from this point to this point, straight path, okay, from A to B, then distance is this, displacement is also this. Okay, so average speed. So how will you solve? So average speed means total distance by total time. So first we have to find total distance. Total distance means this is the uniform speed and this is time. So distance will be this into 30 minutes. So this means 30 into 30 minutes means what about its hour? 30 minutes means half hour, because it is in kilometer per hour, no? For that reason we have to convert minute into hour, plus 40 kilometer per hour into 40 minutes. 40 minutes means 40 by 60, this much kilometer. Okay, so if you calculate this will be 15 and that will be 80 by 3. Okay, calculate it. 45 plus 80 by 3, you will get 125 by 3 kilometer. 125 by 3 kilometer, this is the total path covered, total distance. And total time is how much? 30 minutes means half hour, plus 40 minutes, that means 40 by 60, this is the total hour. So half plus 2 by 3 hour, so it will be 3 to the 6, 3 plus 4, so 7 by 6 hour. Okay, now average speed. average speed is total distance by total time. Total distance 125 by 3, total time 7 by 6. This is kilometer per hour. Okay. Now it will be 125 into 6 by 3 into 7. Okay. 3 into 7. It will be 3 to just 6, 2. So 250 by 7 kilometer per hour. Okay. So this is the answer. So 30 minutes with 30 km per hour, 40 minutes with 40 km per hour. First you have to find the total distance, then total time, then divide total distance by total time. You will get average speed. As it is moving in a straight path, so average speed and average velocity will be same. If the second question is there, what will be the average velocity? This will be the average velocity. Okay, understand? So this is our today's topic. Okay.